All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for real people just like you, just like me. All right, quick here. Old album from 2020. Doing a little promotion here just because I like this. Stardust is the name of the album. I have a buddy from Australia who was all over this when it came out, and it's called Highway to Heartbreak. It's really good. Came out in the fall of 2020. People at that time were so afraid of everything, and there was this election thing that was going on here. So you might have missed Stardust. There's a tune called Secondhand Love that you got to go listen to. All right. Put it in your music folder and give this a spin. If you like Van Halen, you might like Stardust. Speaking of Van Halen, there's a transition here. David Lee Roth, he's got a new song out there, and it isn't a song about how Eddie Van Halen is culturally illiterate. Nope. It's called Nothing Could Have Stopped Us Back Then Anyway. Okay. Here's a song that you could have probably reduced the title by 3 or 4 words. Nothing could have stopped us would have been probably adequate, but we get Back Then Anyway as the Van Halen frontman finds himself reminiscing about his old band. This is kind of like the change the subject. Yeah, I said that stuff about Ed, but, I got this new song out with John 5 playing acoustic guitars. The song is pretty good. The song is pretty good. They layer Dave's vocals in a way that kind of make it sound like he's the old Dave from 1980 something, right? It sounds good. It's a good song. Here's a couple of criticisms. Number one, I think this song it isn't any specific genre. And Roth, obviously, is it folk? Is it acoustic rock? And David Lee Roth, not really known for that style of music. These songs they've been releasing are good songs, but they certainly are just kind of all over the map, which I guess is part of the appeal of these songs that were recorded like 10 years ago. The stripped down tune features multi-tracked acoustic guitars and sparse keyboards, along with Dave's vocals. Again, John 5, I think, had a big hand in this creative process with David Lee Roth. I like the song. What's kind of interesting is these classic rock radio stations, right? They promote this stuff. It's on their website. The iHeart Radio network, they all cover the same news. David Lee Roth puts out a song today. Are you guys going to play it? You going to play this song? It's only 2 minutes and 44 seconds. You could play Jump, right? Because you're playing Jump 400 times a day. And then you could put on this new song by David Lee Roth. And people will drive off the road, or they'll change the station, or they'll call their stockbroker and tell them to sell. I mean, I don't know what is with the radio business today. Like, they use this as news. Like, here's the news today. David Lee Roth has a new song out that we're not going to play. And he said some stuff about the late, great Eddie Van Halen, and none of us really care. Back to you, Bob. It's like, what are you guys doing? I mean, how about you play the song, right? Instead of posting a meme or posting an article on your website. Anyway, the song begins with the lines, "We laughed, we cried, we threw the television off the balcony. That memory means so much to me that I decided to call Eddie Van Halen culturally illiterate last week." No, that's not what Dave says here. Remember when you safely pinned the tablecloth to my pants and I stood up to the sound of dancing and the sound of our romance beginning. Okay, I mean, that lyric is kind of awkward. Look, David Lee Roth, he's an interesting character. He will go down in history as one of those guys that people will always talk about. That's what he's got going for him. The song isn't bad. If you missed, there are other songs, "Pointing at the Moon," which I thought was weird. "Somewhere Over the Rainbow Bar and Grill," that was a pretty good song. "Low Res Sunset," that was okay. "Giddy Up" was okay. I guess John 5 thinks this stuff is really good. It is good. It's good. It just, I don't know who's going to play it. Is this just for fans that want more David Lee Roth in their collection? Does anybody really care after Dave's comments about Ed? Maybe they do. Maybe they're just like, yeah, he's right about Ed. And maybe that's why there's no tribute to Ed, because Dave, doesn't want there to be a tribute. I don't know. I think, like I said, I think Sammy Hagar should do the tribute with Michael Anthony. Those guys said in January of 2021 that, yeah, there's going to be a tribute. At some point, there has to be a tribute. And I think that's the most important thing. If you really want to honor the Van Halen legacy, apart from David Lee Roth, which Dave is, remember, he said he's Van Halen de facto. I don't think he is. But if you want to honor that legacy, you got to do something for Eddie Van Halen. Call Mitch Malloy. I guarantee you, Mitch Malloy will be there, and he'll love to honor Eddie Van Halen. And again, call Sammy Hagar. Have Sammy Hagar organize it. Could be Sammy Hagar and Mitch Malloy. Mitch can do all the Dave stuff, and Sammy can do all of the stuff that came after. And then, you got Michael Anthony. So maybe you don't need Mitch Malloy, but you need maybe somebody there to represent that older material, if you even do anything. I guess at this point, maybe people just don't care. They'd rather talk about this new DLR song, which is pretty good. It's pretty good. It's a little short, designed for AM radio back in 1972, right? It just is. Doesn't sound like that kind of music, but it's designed for that format. So we'll see if anybody plays it. I doubt they will. It's way too mellow to be on mainstream rock stations today. Are you kidding? Maybe an adult contemporary station might play it. I doubt it. But then again, they are playing new music from Chicago and the Doobie Brothers right now. So, who knows? All right, that's my video. I'm done. One more time on Stardust, band, I believe, from Sweden. They are a band from Sweden. I think. I might be wrong. Could be Denmark. Could be one of those countries. It's out there somewhere where it's cold, in Scandinavian land. This is this is good. It's called Highway to Heartbreak. Please check it out. I'm Dave, and I will see you soon.